Zara for Shiny Shiny and Tech Digest, and today I'm here with a Sonim XP3 Enduro, also known as the unbreakable phone. However, if you have a look at the screen, you can see that I have managed to break it. Only to a certain degree though. Despite it being cracked everywhere, you can still make calls, you can still receive calls. Problem is, you can't actually see who you're calling, which, you know, I mean, it stood up to being dropped, it stood up to being thrown against a wall, so it's not terrible, just the fact that it's cracked, slightly unimpressive. Considering this is submersible up to 30 metres below sea level, you know, it's meant to be able to withstand minus 22 degrees of cold and up to plus 60 centigrades. So the fact that, you know, simple little bump, smashed it, not brilliant. It's made by JCB, the same people who bring to you all those big scary diggers, so you can see it's pretty ruggedized as you're looking around it. We've got this kind of nice textured surface all over it, so feels quite good in my hands, quite chunky as well, very kind of military, SAS, that kind of phone. For instance, even to get in, to put the SIM card in the box, you need a screwdriver to basically unscrew here and here, insert the SIM, slap it on again. That's probably to do with a waterproof angle. So what else do we have packaged into this phone? Well, we have a torch, which hopefully was going to work now. You really have to dig in with your fingernails and see. You know, useful, you're out and about, it's dark, you can't find your keys, or, you know, you're camping and you have to hunt down your food. Have a nice little torch there. You also have a couple of shortcuts in the phone, which be nice to show you if the screen wasn't broken. For instance, I think pressing 5, you can set that up to be an alarm signal, so it will automatically call 999. Things like that, which are good. You've got volume buttons on the side over here, so up and down, adjust the temperature, and also a push to talk button, which is nice, which basically turns it into a walkie-talkie. Again, can't demonstrate because you can't see. So basically it's waterproof. The loudspeaker buttons over here, again, not hugely helpful, which is great. You get about 5.5 hours of talk time. They say the alarm button. It does have Opera Mini, so if you're out and about, you can check your email. It's quite a nice interface to use prior to the screen cracking, which is good. But they can drop it about like 2-3 meters as well, but not 100% convinced with that. It's got an ingress protection rating of 57, which basically means it's salt and fog and sweat proof and that kind of thing, so no misting up while you're out and about. What else do we have to say about the Sonim XP3? Well, it's £429. For that kind of price, you really would expect it to be a little bit more longer lasting. So you can throw it around, move it like so, but the fact that you can't really see what you're doing is an undeniable negative. But to prove it still works, because you might just be thinking, oh, she's somehow got a cracked phone, I'm going to dial my phone number here. Call it. Ooh. My phone is ringing. So I can pick up to myself, I don't really know why. And so basically you can see that it works. So basically you can see it's still a functional phone despite being cracked, which is pretty good. If you're in the wilds of Scotland or you're out camping, this might be a phone you want to get, but for this sort of price, you do expect something a little more sturdy. £429 from Sonim, XP3.com, so basically the XP3 phone here, ruggedized, hard wearing, and a broken screen.